What's up, people? It's your boy Slide. In this video, I'm going to talk about the purpose of marriage. A lot of people do not understand why marriage was established, and they get confused on what it is, and they end up find themselves in a tight situation. Okay? I'm going to speak on the purpose of marriage. Okay? You should only get married for the following reasons. If you want to have kids and to pass on wealth. Okay? Let me say it again. The only reason to get married is if you want to have kids and pass on wealth. You see, a lot of people, when they have kids, they want to pass on their knowledge. Okay, there's some people who have been on this earth for a long time, and they've learned so much. Okay, they want to pass on that knowledge to their kids, so their kids can learn from so they can learn from their experience and they can benefit from it. People want to, there's so many people today who want to leave like their value behind, in a sense where they want people to say, hey, I learned from this person. This person taught me everything I know. Because it shows you're intelligent. It shows you have a ton of value. Okay? Then you have the wealth. There are some people out there who have spent years, okay? They've spent years of their life building success. Some built companies, some built organizations, some have built nonprofits, and they want to make sure that their hard work continues to be maintained by their kids or by people whom they feel will take good care of it. Look at the Waltman family. The Waltman family. The people who made Walmart. Okay? They have like great grandkids. You know, I don't know how many generations there are, but I know that it's up to 3 or 4. And they're all successful. And they're keeping the wealth within the family. Yeah, it may be a publicly traded company, but the family still runs the company. It's to maintain the wealth. Okay? All these people who are successful, they want to pass on their wealth to their kids so that they'll maintain it. And yet people, they know who will enjoy it. Okay? There are some people out there who don't really understand this. Okay? When you built something, okay? When you built something, you want to make sure that it's going to go in the right hands. Okay? Because anything you build, or okay, in better words, anything you leave behind goes to the government. Okay? Anything you leave behind goes to the government. So that is why a lot of these people who are successful, they have kids. Or they give it to someone, you know, it can be like an adopted kid or biological, it don't matter. They want to make sure that their wealth is going to be maintained. So that's why people have kids. If you're going to have kids or have a family, it better be for passing on wealth. Any other reason to have kids is pretty much useless. Okay? There is no point in you getting married to somebody and not have kids with that person. If you're gonna get married and not have kids, you're better off being a boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? Because when you get married, you're supposed to build wealth. You're supposed to build stuff. You're supposed to be building an empire. But in America today, you have some people out here who don't build anything. They want to leech off other people. And the fact that the court system allow it is what makes people frustrated. Like, for example, you have some people today who get married, right? And let's just say, for example, you have this guy who built a successful company, right? He gets married. His wife literally did not help him build that empire. But when things don't work out and they get divorced, for some reason she gets half of his company, which she did not build. What kind of wealth did he build? He just gave her free success, or pretty much success she did not work for. And these people are doing this. You have people doing this stuff all the time. They don't build anything, and they just want to get married because they know the court system is going to favor them. You can argue in the court of law that your girlfriend or your wife did not help you build anything. Courts will say, you know what? We don't want to hear that. All I know is that she get half. Now, how can you build an empire when someone you are no longer associated with gets half of it? Okay? That's not really that smart. So now you have these wealthy guys who refuse to get married. You have people today who refuse to get married because they say there's no benefit. There's no benefit at all. You cannot build wealth in this country. I mean, you can, but you get married to the wrong person, it's going to be taken away. Getting married in America is the riskiest thing you can ever do. Because you can't build nothing out here. You'd be surprised how much child support can destroy a bank account. Because people here in the United States don't care about building. It's all about the selfish mentality. Like, you have women out here who rather get a child support check than to find a way to make her own wealth. Some females are like, ooh, I get $5,000 a month. I don't have to work ever again. This is what these women think. And the court system allows this nonsense to even continue. So you now understand why things are the way they are sometimes. If you're not going to have any wealth, or if you're not going to have anything worth value, there's no point in getting married. There really isn't. You only get married to pass on your wealth or your knowledge. You see, in many of these other cultures you see today, people are, not everyone's rich. Believe it or not, not everybody's rich. But some people do have land. They do have property they pass on. They don't want some random person to get their wealth. You see what I mean? A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons, then they end up frustrated, you know? In the United States today, you have some men today who are afraid to get married because one of their biggest fears is marrying the wrong person. You see, I honestly don't think men wouldn't mind getting married if things didn't work out. But because of the divorce laws that are so unfair, so uneven, some guys are like, there's no point in taking the risk. If you got divorced from somebody and it was like fair in the sense where you get what you put into it, that would be normal. Okay, okay, things didn't work out, it's no big deal, we go our separate ways. No. You have some cases out there where women who literally did nothing in the marriage in terms of like building financial wealth, did nothing to build it, will somehow get more than she deserved. And this happens all the time. But no one really does anything about it. It's like people may talk about it, but they're not actually doing anything to like invoke changes. You know what I mean? I don't see myself getting married to an American woman. I don't even see myself like I don't even know what I want anymore. I mean, one hand I want to get married, I want to have a family. Another part of me is like, it's too risky. It's way too risky. I want to pass on my knowledge. I want to pass on my wealth, but since most marriages in the US end in divorce and 80% of them are initiated by women, you're pretty much in a tight situation. Women out here will only date you for monetary gain. That's it. And people like to argue this point, oh no, women are gold diggers. Let me tell you something. Yes, they are. Okay? I am the first one to say it openly. All women in this country are gold diggers. Okay? And I'm saying this because women will only talk to you if you have something that they want. See, not all gold diggers want your money, but some of them may want your power you may have, or your popularity. It could be anything. Women today no longer date you because they like you. That's BS. It's very rare. Okay? Women out here, they have motives. If you don't have the financial stability, they're not messing with you long term. So people can argue this point, oh, no, you don't know all women. I mean, I don't have to know all females, but I know enough. Okay? You cannot build an empire with an American woman. It's just not possible. And the reason why you cannot build one, the reason why you cannot build one is because most marriages do not last in the United States. Majority of them do not last. If most marriages don't last, how can you build an empire? You cannot. And most women you meet today in the US are lazy. You'd be surprised how many females today will become housewives once they get married. So you spent all your years trying to get a career, get a job, all that good stuff, and now you want to chill and relax. And when she gets tired of you, she has an exit plan. Take your money and run. Because the courts legally allow them to do this. So, if you're going to have a family, you better have wealth to pass on to them. You better have wealth, because if you don't have wealth, then why are you passing on? Then what are you passing on? There's so many people today who have kids, and they don't even. Cause some people have kids and think they're cute. Oh, they're just an accessory. They take nice baby pics. They spend time with the child when no one else has time for them. Okay? I mean, let me rephrase that. Some people have kids because their friends have kids. But they don't actually want the responsibilities. This is what we have become in this society: toxic and strange. There's no point in getting married if you're not going to pass on wealth or property. There's no freaking point to get married. There's no point. People will tell you, oh, all you need is love. Let me tell you something. A wise person once said, love don't pay the bills. Okay? So anyhow, let me think. Peace.